Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stoneham Arena for tonight's quarterfinal matchup in the MIA Hockey Boys Tournament, the Super 8. The Arlington Spy Ponders take on the St. John's Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster from Arlington Community Media, Inc. Your cameraman and producer tonight, Alex Van Thong, Alexi Yashin. We will be taking you down to the ice in 30 seconds. We'll see you momentarily. Get ready to rumble.
Arlington has won the Super 8 Massachusetts State Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stoneham Arena in Stoneham, Massachusetts for tonight's Super 8 semifinal match between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Eagles of St. John's Prep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a packed house here tonight in Stoneham as the two of the top teams in the state battle for supremacy in Massachusetts high school hockey. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster for Arlington Community Media, Inc. I'm here with our cameraman tonight, Alex Van Thong, our producer, Alex Van Thong. They call him Alexi Yashin, Alexi Lalas. And we are ready to face it off. Arlington, center iceman, number 93, Anthony Missouri, and he takes the face and shoots it into the St. John's zone behind goaltender Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, a senior, number 1. Puck comes out on the right wing to Jake DiNapoli. DiNapoli shot it wide and it trickles out of bounds. Starting blue liners for the St. John's Prep team is number 7, Jack Gilligan, and number 13, Josiah Brown. They've got the goaltender Noah Dorsey Sorothman. They call it Noah's Ark, as these St. John's boys can really lock it down, and they have all season long. All right, puck goes behind the net. That's Ryan Davies. He tries to shoot it around. St. John's keeps it in, but it's gloved by Nady Brennan, and Nady, number 1, has had a spectacular season. That's a senior goaltender, number 1, Nate Brennan for Arlington Spy Ponders. We are underway in the first period action, just in the first minute here, as the St. John's Prep Eagles take on the Arlington Spy Ponders. St. John's keeping the puck in the Arlington zone, putting the pressure on them. Arlington is a chop away by Brendan Jones, and it's taken shot behind the net. And Arlington finally clears it out. Missouri passes it to himself, then takes it back and he whistles it in. Arlington goes for a change. All right, let's take a look at the Arlington line. It looks like number 18, that's Leo Piandez. Puck shoots in behind the net where it's taken by number 5, Davies. Davies shoots it up, and here's a break for Arlington. 3-on-2 for the moment. Piandez, he leaves it, shot save, a nice drive. A nice shot there for Arlington. Puck kept in the Arlington zone. There's David Declan Dolan. He's a Dolan Eagle. Dolan, he's not a St. John's Eagle. He's giving up for Arlington. Oh, the Arlington boys with some shots early on in the first period. All right, here comes St. John's the other way. That's Zach McKennelly. Arlington shoots it out. Blasted back in. Oh, off the pad. Brennan had to be sharp there. Here's Dolan. Dolan is broken up. Look at this kid, number 4. Oh my goodness! The St. John's boys are flying. Nick Townsend with a drive. And Dolan better be careful here. These kids are flying for St. John's as the Spy Ponders are under siege here. That's number 8, Dominic Leosa, back on defense for Arlington. But St. John's gaining the zone. Dolan tries to clear it around, but he can't. And there's number 89, Anthony Santagati, putting a body on him. James Santagati. All right, so breaking the action. It's been fast and furious right now. Number 89, James Santagati, out there for Arlington. Santagati takes a break. And here's number 60 in the top line, Brendan Jones, number 16. He's out there with Jake Murphy, number 10, and Young Anthony, number 93. Here comes Arlington the other way. Murphy shoots it up. He flicks it in. Oh, and Noah Dorsey-Serafman let a rebound in there, but no one was there to get it for Arlington. The Arlington boys shoot it back. There's a shot. Oh! And the Arlington boys keep it in nicely. That's Ryan Davies, number 5, back there on defense. He's out there with number 15, Tyler Callahan, the Uber athlete, 3-sport captain for Arlington. He's a baseball captain and a football captain. So Noah Dorsey, Serafman elects to tie it up. It's going to be a face-off in the Arlington zone. We are underway here, ladies and gentlemen, in the first period. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster from Arlington Community Media, Inc. We are scoreless 3 minutes into the first period. It's the Spy Ponders against the Eagles of St. John's Prep. All right, face-off in the St. John's zone. It's taken by Leo Piandez. He's out there with number 2, Reedy Malatesta. Reed sends it back to the point to Davies. Davies flicks it in wide. And St. John skates it out the other way. Oh, there's a big hit by Piandez and another big hit by Davies. Also up there for Arlington, number 9 is number 20. Matt Alessi. All right, puck in the neutral zone, shoots across, back to get it is Callahan, number 15 for Arlington. Callahan paired up with Ryan Davies on defense. Leo Piandez out of center ice. Here's a break for Piandez, but a beautiful steal by number 20, Will Perry. And Will Perry might have just saved a goal there. Here comes, there's a change, and the fans are on their feet, ladies and gentlemen. Sellout crowd at the Stoneham Arena, Nancy Kerrigan Arena. And there's Luki Baraducci. Luki Baraducci with a beautiful play there. And Arlington with a shot it wide. Both teams getting their chances as the game remains scoreless. Back checking nicely as Santagati goes in behind Leosa. Leosa paired up, looks there back there on defense with Luke Baraducci, number 17. And it's been fast and furious in the first 5. All right, there's the, looks like number 8 for Arlington. Is that the freshman sensation? Oh no, that's Leosa back on D. All right. Arlington face-off number 9, Brendan Piggott. The Pigotts, of course, Arlington royalty for hockey, at least in their own minds. Gentleman Johnny Piggott and Charles and Charge Piggott, the proud father and proud uncle, respectively, of the young Brendan Piggott. Arlington goes for a change. It's going to be number 2, Reedy Malatesta. Malatesta out there with number 84. That is Showboat. 84 is Showboat. That is Michael Dunning. They call him Showboat. You'll see what we mean when he scores. Dunning out there with Piandez. And there's a break for Arlington. Oh, Reedy is taken down. He got clotheslined, and they got away with it. And here comes St. John's the other way, ahead of steam. And a pass across, but Brenny smothers it. Nice pass across for St. John's. That is number 16, Evan Moore, and Moore had a head of steam. He shot it in, but Nady Brennan was having none of it. All right, back on the blue line for Arlington is number 7, Declan Dolan. He's a Dolan Eagle. He's out there with Dominic Leosa. Puck trickles out to center ice. On the forecheck for Arlington, number 19, John Horican. Puck goes behind the net, where number 6, Jack Riley, for St. John's. All right, game. Both teams now settling down. Here's Riley. Riley with a head of steam. He dumps it in. Nady Brennan lets it go behind him, and wise play by Nate Brennan is going to come back for a face-off in the St. John zone on the icing call. All right, under 10 minutes left in the first period. There's been some good scoring opportunities for both teams, but neither team has been able to put the puck in the net. Back on the blue line now for Arlington is number 5, Ryan Davies, and number 15, Tyler Callahan. Face-off taken by number 93, Anthony Missouri. Young Anthony is centering Brendan Jones on the left wing, and Matt Alessi on the right. Puck goes back, and Davies shoots it into the corner. A turnover for Arlington. Nice hit by Josiah Brown as he pinned Missouri against the boards, and coming back the other way for the St. John's. Nice looking skater. That's Jack Gilligan. Gilligan's Island, they call it, up in Shrewsbury, Danvers. All right, puck kept in. Callahan takes it. It's broken up. Shot across by number 11, Ryan Webb. Charlotte's Webb. Alessi looks to dive it. Missouri tries to send it around, and he does. He finds, nice attempt on the breakout as he found Davies. Davies was looking up the wing, taken at center ice by number 2, Jake DiNapoli. Here comes Arlington the other way. Alessi, a nice hit as Alessi has said no. Number 13, Josiah Brown with a beautiful hit on Alessi. And puck comes into the Arlington zone where it's flicked out. A nice hit again by number 10 as the St. John's boys are a physical group. That is number 10, Zach McKennelly. So both teams playing some physical hockey. Neither team has seen a player in the sin bin yet this period. So both teams have played the entire period at even strength. Arlington on the Arlington blue line, number 8, Ryan Davies. He's paired up with Declan Dolan. Declan Dolan, a Dolan Eagle, of course. They go with Alessi on the left, Piandez in the center ice. And on the right wing right now is number 2, Reedy Malatesta. Puck goes in. It's gloved easily by Noah. Oh, no, it looks like it flicked out of bounds. So the faceoff's going to come outside the St. John zone. Ladies and gentlemen, good action in the first period. We got 8 minutes left. It's a 0-0 score. I'm Ken Kohlberg for Arlington Community Media, Inc., your sports broadcaster. Your producer today, Alex Van Thong, Alexei Yashin, also known as Alex from Stroh's. Alex doesn't remember Alex from Stroh's, but he is Alex from Stroh's. He's also Alexi Lalas. Anyway, St. John's coming back the other way with a head of steam. That's Will Perry, good-looking skater. Puck goes into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Leosa. Leosa with a head of steam, but he elects to dump it in, and Arlington goes for the change. There's number 84 going in for Arlington, Michael Dunning. They call him Showboat. They call him Showboat for a reason. He's a showboater. Nice shift there by Leosa as he dumps it in. And out for Arlington on the defense is number 5, Ryan Davies. Steal for Arlington, but the St. John's boys come back the other way. But Dominic keeps it in. Puck goes behind the net to number 25, Theo Viteri, a sophomore defender. All right, Viteri on the hunt. Excuse me, that's not Viteri. Number 5 on the hunt is Cam Russo, a sophomore. Arlington, of course, has A.J. Russo, a bullet in the gun. We'd like to see A.J. tonight. All right, Santagati keeps it in behind the net, but it's taken away by Jackie Riley. Arlington keeps it in, goes back to the point. Callahan, oh, shot! Shot it in, and young Brendan Piggott with the rebound, and the Arlington fans go crazy. And I mentioned earlier the name Piggott in Arlington is synonymous with hockey excellence, at least in their own minds. That's gentleman Johnny Piggott, the proud father, and Charles Piggott, the proud uncle, and Jeannie Kelly, the proud aunt. And they're all here tonight in force. And don't forget about Kimmy Piggott. Kim Piggott, and Jimmy Piggott. They're all here tonight. It's a Piggott family reunion, and the Pigotts have scored the first goal of the game. Puck goes behind the net. Dolan is pestered, and the St. John's boys are still hustling. And there's a hit We got a man down, but Arlington skates away with it. Great hustle by Alessi as he got nailed, but he got up. And the St. John's boys are fighting. Puck goes behind the net to number 7, Jack Gilligan. Gilligan is a captain. Gilligan's Island, and there's a tussle behind the net. And it looks like Jackie Gilligan is in a little bit of a disagreement over certain things with one of the Arlington players. It looks like number 16, Brandon Jones, and number 7, Jack Gilligan, had a disagreement about a certain issue. We don't know what that is. Arlington changes it up on the blue line. Back in is number 5, Ryan Dailies, and number 15, Tyler Callahan. Callahan, of course, with the assist on the Piggott goal. Arlington with a 1-0 lead. 6 minutes left in the first period. Puck goes back over the shot. Shot it wide as a... And buzzing the net for St. John's is number 11, Ryan Webb. And the Arlington boys didn't like it. All right, Arlington goes with Missouri at center ice. Alessi at right wing. Jones at left. Oh, puck flicks in, but Nate Brennan locked in there. Nate Brennan has been locked in all season long. We're under 6 minutes left in the first period, ladies and gentlemen. Arlington with a 1-0 lead in the Super 8 quarterfinal. A packed house. There's not an empty seat in the house. Chasing after it for St. John's, number 2, Jake DiNapoli. He's had some good jets tonight. Alessi takes it. He's got some open ice. Back, good foot. Oh, tremendous forechecking by number 19 for St. John's. Ned Malalepsy, a forward. Oh, it's kept in. Pass across. Shot save. Oh, Brennan made the save. Oh, wicked shot. And now here comes St. John's pressuring. Puck goes back to the point. He whistles. Oh, it's deflected as it's whistled in by Josiah Brown. And the St. John's boys are pressuring the Arlington Spy Potters, but Nate Brennan is locked in there between the pipes. Excellent shift for St. John's. Good-looking defender, Josiah Brown on the right wing. On the right side. He's paired up back there with Jackie Gilligan. And at center ice now for St. John's, number 16, Evan Moore taking the draw. On his wing is Zach McAnally. And on the other side over there, looks like number 24. Cole Lapalato. All right, it's been all St. John's the last couple minutes as they're threatening. Arlington boys better get the puck out, and they do. As Reedy Malatesla wisely, but it's dumped back in, and the blue liners for St. John's get a well-deserved blow. Puck goes up though, and here comes Santagani the other way. Oh, but who got to it first? Number 25, Theo Viteri. Vitteri's got... Oh! Another goal for Arlington! It looks like it was it Declan Dolan? Alexi, did you see it? What happened there? No, it's Santagani. Number 89, James Santagani. As Declan Dolan showboating. Arlington with a 2-0 lead early. And the St. John's boys are unhappy. All right, Arlington up with a 2-goal lead in the first period. There's been no penalty so far. It's been a clean hockey game. Oh, Berarducci takes a pop by number 14, Ryan Hart. Ryan Hart, also a senior captain. And it's dumped in by number 4. Oh, big hit as Berarducci took a smash there. And Berarducci is down. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty as Berarducci took a crunch. And it looked like it was a cheap hit. Maybe after the buzzer, but Berarducci's okay, he's up. Missouri didn't like it. It's going to be a penalty to number 22, Ryan Bradley. He is a senior forward. And under 4 minutes left in the first period, Arlington goes on the power play. Arlington, Alexi, could land a dagger here. They got a 2-goal lead with a man advantage with only 4 minutes left, and the Arlington fans are looking very pleased here, whereas there's a look of concern over many of the St. John's Prep faithful. A penalty to number 22. It looks like Ryan Bradley is going to spend some time in the sin bin, and Arlington with a chance to put some icing on the cake here late in the first period. All right, there's a break in the action. Let's take a look at the St. John's penalty kill. They go with number 20, Will Perry, number 11, Ryan Webb, number 7, Jack Gilligan, the captain, and number 2, Jake DiNapoli. All right, the Arlington power play, on the other hand, is going to be number 5, Ryan Davies. He's out there with number 2, Reedy Malatesta. Number 7, Declan Dolan. He, of course, is the Dolan Eagle. Number 18, Leo Piandez. And it looks like number 8 on the far side is, we talked about that. That's Davies. So Davies, Piandez, Malatesta, and Dolan. Oh, they're matching penalties as both teams at even strength. Oh, that's interesting. Someone's in the sin bin for Arlington. It might be Missouri on the retaliation. And Justy in the house. All right, Dolan shoots at the length of the ice. It's going to come back for an icing. All right, so it's 4-on-4. Both teams even strength. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first period. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster for Arlington Community Media, Inc. We are here for first period action as Arlington has jumped out to a 2-goal lead. And both teams now at even strength, 4-on-4 with matching penalties to Young Anthony, Missouri. Young Anthony, I think, for the retaliation. Josiah Brown has had a great first period. There's Brown, very patient young man. Sends it over to number 14, but it's cleared out. That's Ryan Hart. And here comes Piandez, who tries to whistle it. He shot it wide. Malatesta in to get it. And oh, here comes a head of steam. Look at this kid flying. Ryan Hart. Hart sends it around. Oh, nice play by Hart. Dolan. And look at Hart. Hart is like flying out there. But back to help. Brennan flicks it to his side. It's taken in the back by Leosa. We are under 3 minutes left in the first period. And Dominic with some room. Dominic with a head of steam. Dominic better get rid of it as he's double bundled up over there by number 4. Nick Townsend put a hit on him. Puck goes behind the net. Fighting for it is, looks like that's Leo Piandez. Puck comes out to center ice. Beautiful pass across. And here comes St. John's. But taken nicely, but good shift by that's number 19, John Horican. Arlington goes for the change. St. John's tries to dump it back in. It goes back to Davies. Davies with some time takes it behind the net. In pursuit very quickly is number 4, Bobby Orr, Nick Townsend. Townsend's got some serious jets. Let's see, Townsend is only a sophomore. Look at him go and hold the line. He knows what he's doing out there. They better keep an eye on that kid. Full head of steam now for number 18 for St. John's. That is Andrew Cole, and Cole wanted to go coast to coast. All right, so they stop Cole. Coleslaw, they call him. Number center ice now taking the face off, Ryan Webb for St. John's. He's got back on the blue line Jack Riley, number 6. And number 18, Andrew Cole. All right, we're under 2 minutes left in the first period. Here comes Davies. Davies with lots of room. He dumps it in. He sends it over to Jones, but it's going to come back for an offsides. Tough call there for the Arlington boys, but that's the way it goes. All right, we are under 2 minutes left. Arlington goes with their top line, number 19, Anthony Missouri. It looks like he's out of the sin-bin. Face-off's going to be taken, though, by Leo Piandez. Arlington now looks like they're going to be a man up. Alex, it looks like Arlington's a man up for the last minute or so. That's Jones. He shoots it in behind the net. Arlington coach Johnny Hockey looking for a dagger here. Oh! A nice shot by Anthony, but it was deflected wide nicely by Jack Gilligan. Gilligan's Island, they call him. And there's a potential break for St. John's, but back to get it. Oh, they called it offsides. And the St. John's fans didn't like it. The Arlington fans did, but the St. John's fans did not like that offsides call. All right, we are here with just over a minute to go in the first period from the Stoneham Arena Super 8 quarterfinal. Arlington Spy Ponders against the St. John's Prep Eagles. Arlington with a 2-goal lead as the first period winds down. Back for Arlington is number 16, Brendan Jones. Johnny Hockey mixing up this line a little bit for the last minute of the period as we got a man advantage and there's 2 minutes left in the penalty. So 1 minute in the period, 2 minutes in the penalty. And who's on the kill now for St. John's? None other. Oh, another goal for Arlington! A shot from the point, and it looks like it was Brendan Jones. Arlington with a dagger as the penalty was not releasable, and the Arlington boys are looking for a blowout. It's Brendan Jones with a shot from the point. And I don't know what happened, but it looks like Chrissy Hansen did not see it, as it might have been through a screen. And the penalty is non-releasable. So a damaging penalty from Ryan Bradley has cost the St. John's boys a goal. And Piggott with the face-off. He's got Reedy Malatesta. The Arlington boys are hungry hippos tonight. There's a shot by number 2, Jake DiNapoli. He shot it wide. Alessi with a nice dipsy doodle. He shoots it across to Dolan. Dolan with a head of steam. Dolan takes his time. Nice pass by Dolan, but Dolan took a hit as the head came down and Ryan Webb said hello to young Declan. Puck shot down the length of the ice, but it's not going to be an icing. Jones with the goal. Missouri with the assist. Oh, full speed, and the Arlington boys are circling the wagons. The Arlington boys, ladies and gentlemen, are circling the wagons. And the St. John's fans are dejected as a first period deficit, 3-0. Arlington. And you got to think Johnny Hockey is figuring out his strategy to lock this one down and see if they can go to the semis. There's a quarterfinal matchup tonight. Arlington Spy Ponders, 8 seconds left in the period. There's another shot, another chance by Jones as he whistled it from the point. And Arlington, the first period's going to come to a close. Your score at the end of the first period, Arlington 3, St. John's nothing. We'll be back for second period action in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, from the Nancy Kerrigan Arena in Stoneham, Mass. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster.
I'm Kira Power from the Arlington Sports Update. Are you interested in getting involved in sports broadcasting? Stop by our Studio B at 892 Mass Ave across from the high school, or visit us at acmi.tv.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second period action at the Stoneham Arena, the home of Nancy Kerrigan and Tonya Harding and Jeff Galooly. The whole gang are here. Second period action. This is a quarterfinal. Quarterfinal. Massachusetts Super 8 High School Championship Tournament as the Arlington Spy Ponders have a commanding 3-goal lead going into the second period. But you can never count out the Eagles of St. John's Prep under 14-year coach Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen himself, a St. John's Prep graduate from class of 1994. He's got some help. Assistant coach Justin D. Rienzo, class of 09. Assistant coach Dave Hennessy, class of 83. And of course, Scotty the Henchman, Hentosh, assistant coach. And also Jeff Tachi, assistant coach. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. John's athletic coordinator and trainer, Brian Corbett, and of course the athletic director, Jameson Pelkey. On the Arlington side, you've got first-year athletic director John Bowler, and Bowler enjoying a tremendous maiden voyage at the helm for Arlington. Ladies and gentlemen, puck about to drop, second period. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster from Arlington Community Media, Inc. I'm here with Alexi Lalas, Alexi Yashin, Alex Fantong, and Alex from Stroh's. He is our producer and cameraman today for Arlington Community Media, Inc., your local cable sports network for Arlington. And the Spy Ponders looking to advance to the next round of the state championship with a 3-goal lead. It's Reedy Malatesta on the right wing. Both teams skating at 4-4 as Tyler Callahan drew a trip to the sin bin late in the second period. Arlington had the man advantage, but now both teams at even strength. It's for Arlington number 18, Leo Piendez, and it looks like the St. John's boys pulled themselves offsides as that was number 19, Ned Malalepsy. So Malalepsy, number 19, has had some wheels tonight. He's out there now with Ryan Webb at number 7. Of course, Jackie Gilligan. Gilligan takes a smash from Malatesta, but here comes St. John's Prep the other way as Malalepsy's got some wheels. Now, interestingly, Coach Chris Hansen has elected to stay with Noah Dorsey-Serofman, who had a little bit of a shaky first period, but maybe hoping he can catch fire here in the second period, because St. John's is going to have to lock it down on defense and put the biscuit in the basket early in the second period here to get back into the contest. All right, puck shot in wide at Nate Brennan. Number 2 has been buzzing all day for St. John's is Jake DiNapoli. He's having a nice game. The St. John's boys are hustling. Puck trickled across the boards. Over to get it is number 19, Brendan Jones. St. John's keeps it in. It goes back to Jones. A big hit by number 16, Evan Moore. And the puck goes back to the blue line for St. John's. Coming back the other way with quick speed is Jackie Riley. Jackie Riley with a shot. It's blocked by Leosa. And the Arlington boys trying to clear it out. Take it in. There's a draw, saved by Brennan. Nady Brennan with a shot, he robbed him. And the St. John's boys coming out with some vim and vinegar in the second period. And the fans are on their feet, ladies and gentlemen, as we're seeing some high school hockey at its absolute finest. St. John's with a sense of urgency here early in the second period, and they have to have it as they're down by 3 goals. On the left wing is Zach McKennelly. Back for St. John's, Gilligan, number 7. He's paired up back there on the blue line with number 13, Josiah Brown. Outlaw Josiah Wales, they call him. And here's Josiah with a head of steam. He comes up the right wing. Back to chase him is Leosa. Patient Josiah as he keeps staying with the puck. St. John's on a power play here now. On the power play to Tyler Callahan. St. John's with a man advantage. Puck trickles back to Josiah. He sends it over to number 5, Cam Russo. Russo dumps it into McKennelly. McKennelly fights for it in the corner, goes behind the net. Arlington on the kill, and Brennan gloves it. The Arlington penalty kill, so it looks like both teams now at even strength. Good kill for Arlington. Brendan Jones has been outstanding all season long. Absolute superstar for the Arlington Spy Ponders. Ryan Davies also has been excellent. So out for Arlington on the blue line here is Dominic Leosa. He's out there with number 7, Declan Dolan. Sophia Dolan is in the house. We saw her, of course. Lovely Sarah Dolan, we've heard, is up in Montreal. We're not sure whether she's ever coming back. And, of course, David Dolan, the father of the Dolan Eagles, is also in the house tonight for the Arlington Spy Ponders. Lots of luminaries. We mentioned the Piggott family are holding their family reunion here tonight. Puck trickled out in front, and St. John's threatening. It goes back to number 22, Ryan Bradley. Bradley's got a little bit of redemption to do as he spent a lot of time in the first period. And look, he's chirping with number 9. Who's that? Yeah, number 9, Piggott. All right, so Arlington goes for the change. They go with Missouri at center ice. Alessi on the wing, along with Brandon Jones, number 16. Dolan back there for Arlington as well, as he's paired up with Tyler Callahan for the moment. Puck trickles back. St. John's gaining the zone this period. We are 12 minutes left in the second period, as the Eagles of St. John's are trying to get on the board here in the second period. Arlington trying to survive. Taken behind the net by Ryan Davies. Ryan Davies, of course, the son of the proud father, Jack Davies. They call him Jackie the Cat. Jackie's in the house. He's a famous Arlington goalie from back in the day. And St. John's boys are flying tonight. It's whistled in by number 20, William Perry, also known as the refrigerator. Alex, you remember Will Perry, right? The fridge? Yeah. All right, so the St. John boys chipping away. The puck's been in the Arlington zone the whole second period, but the St. John's boys have been unable to clear it. There's a giveaway by Arlington, as Davies apparently did not realize that the kids in the navy blue were on the other team. Oh, there's a headshot by number 19 as he went for the Missouri with a razzle-dazzle stop and go. Oh, look at Missouri when he's broken up. Beautiful defense. Tremendous defense by Jack Riley as he read it, and he shut him down, and the game is fast and furious. Here comes Jones the other way. Beautiful pass. Pass a call. Nice idea for the Spy Ponders, but it's broken up. And on the forecheck for St. John's, number 24, Cole Lapalato. Lapalato's got some juice. All right, 11 minutes left in the second period. It's been fast and furious. Jack Gilligan, the senior captain on defense for St. John's. Leo Piendez taking the face-off. On the right wing is Alessi, and Reedy Malatesta on the left wing. Puck goes out of the St. John zone. Arlington clears the zone. It goes back in, over to get it. Alessi. Piendez on the forecheck, and Piendez causes Gilligan to play it behind the net. Arlington on a nice forechecking here, but St. John's comes back the other way. Piendez with some good wheels, and a nice flick by Leosa, but it's stolen by number 13, Josiah Brown. Josiah Brown's been everywhere tonight. Outlaw Josiah Wales, they call him. And the St. John's boys have gained the zone this period, but they've been unable to get it past young Nate Brennan. And Arlington whistles it in, but it's blocked beautifully by Alessi. Matt Alessi having a nice game tonight. All right, puck goes behind to Dolan. Dolan flicks it up nicely to Santagati. Santagati tries to chip it in, and he does. Piggott hard after it. Look at Brandon Piggott on the forecheck. But it's still a steal by Santagati, but it's kept in. Cole Lapalato, and over to get it. Oh, look at Jones. Look at Brandon Jones. He's a madman, and he tries to whistle it in. Puck comes off the mooring, and Brandon Jones has a little bit of a disagreement with Jack Gilligan. Two of the top players in the state, by the way. Brandon Jones, of course, has been the Arlington superstar all season long. He's a baseball recruit, but he's also a tremendous hockey player. He's playing baseball next year somewhere in college, but he's just as good at hockey. And of course, number 7, Jack Gilligan, a senior captain, the premier player in Massachusetts. All right, so we see number 3. The fans are going crazy as young A.J. Russo sees his first shift of the night. He's, of course, the son of the proud father, Maki Russo. A.J. Russo out there with number 13, the freshman, another fan favorite, Jakey Russell. Jake Russell, of course, the son of the proud father, Jeffy Russell. Jeffy Russell was still working with him on the Sunday Night League, trying to get him to pass the puck. And so a nice shift there where they had Michael Dunning, AJ Russo, and Jake Russell with their first shift of the night. And now gentleman Johnny Missouri goes back with his top line, young Anthony and Brendan Jones and Matt Alessi. Back on the blue line for Arlington, Tyler Callahan. He's got a helper tonight. He's back there with number 5, Ryan Davies, the son of Jackie the Cat. So 9 minutes left in the second period, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Nancy Kerrigan, and Arlington with a 3-goal lead in a Super 8 quarterfinal. Missouri evades a check as Andrew Cole was looking to level him, but Missouri read it. It's kept in nicely by Jones. Jones sends it behind. It's broken up nicely by number 11, Ryan Webb. Oh, nice pass! Oh, what a pass! And he's in alone! Here comes Jones! He shot! Oh, what a save! Noah Dorsey, Serafin robbed him. And things getting a little chippy. As Jones is knocked to the ice. He was looking to draw a penalty. What a breakout pass. And they're going to be, looks like could be matching penalties, as Brendan Jones could take his first trip to the sin bin. Or is it Missouri? Missouri will go back to the sin bin, and Jones will accompany him. Not a good situation for Arlington. That's 2 of their top goal scorers who will take a little bit of a breather. And it looks like St. John's has 1 man going to the box as well. So maybe St. John's will have a man advantage here with 8 minutes, 43 seconds left in the second period. The fans are on their feet. The St. John's fans feeling a sense of urgency here, as they need to get onto the board in the second period to make the game a contest. 8 minutes, 43 seconds left. It looks like it's going to be a St. John's with the man advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster from Arlington Community Media, Inc. I'm here with your cameraman and producer tonight, Alex Van Tong, Alexi Yashin, Alexi Lalas, and of course, Alex from Stroh's. A lot of people don't remember Alex from Stroh's. Of course, he was the mascot back in the 70s and 80s for Stroh's beer. I don't know if they still make Stroh's beer anymore, but I'll tell you, back in the 80s, it was a pretty popular beer. It was a good beer. And I think Alex Van Stroh's was either a Pitbull or a Dalmatian, but in any event, Alexi Yashin has certainly adopted the namesake. All right, so there's a break in the action here as the refs try to sort out who's going to take a break in the penalty box. It looks like it's going to be for Arlington young Anthony back in the sin bin, his home away from home. And Brendan Jones, you don't see him in the box much. All right, so Arlington will both teams be at even strength. The refs having a little bit of trouble figuring it out. The fans also wondering. It is a packed house tonight. And it looks like the refs, they're going to free Gilligan. Oh no, we got an injured man on the ice. It's number 2, Jake DiNapoli. DiNapoli looks like he's going to head to the locker room. He's assisted over there by some teammates. Number 24, Cole Lapalato, giving him a hand, and we'll check him. He'll get checked out. All right. So 2 men in the Arlington box, 1 man in the St. John's box, and it looks like it's going to be a 5-minute penalty situation. Arlington on the kill. It's going to be number 16. Brendan Jones. Okay, so Jones is not in the penalty box. Probably a good thing for Arlington. And out with Jones on the kill is number 19, John Horican. number 15, Tyler Callahan. And man advantage for St. John's. St. John's really has to score here to get back in the contest. And we'll see what they can do. Great play by Callahan as he's been working hard all night. He's out there with Jones. Number 5 is Ryan Davies. St. John's being patient with the puck. There's a flick and nice save by Mo! A nice save by young Nady Brennan. And the ref's trying to keep the teams at bay, but St. John's has got to do what they got to do here and maybe buzz the net a little bit, try to get a rebound or a deflection to get the puck past Nate Brennan. Nate Brennan's been outstanding all season long. He's got several shutouts, and he's looking locked in right back there. He's Rogie Vachon. He's Mike Brodeur. There's a shot. Brennan saw it the whole way. So St. John's on the power play. Puck goes back to number 13, Josiah Brown. Josiah shoots it in. Brennan says no. Behind the net, Davies on the hunt. Arlington trying to clear it out. Jones taken down, but Brennan gloved it. And the St. John's boys are doing a great job putting some pressure on Nady Brennan. But young Nady is seeing the puck tonight. All right, Arlington, the substitution, they give Brendan Jones a little bit of a break. He's replaced by Brendan Piggott. Brendan for Brendan. The Piggotts are in the house tonight. It's about 40 of them here tonight. We haven't seen Caitlin Piggott. Caitlin Piggott, of course, a star athlete in Arlington, track star. All right, so Arlington down a man, 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the penalty. We're second period action. And the Arlington Spy Pounders with a 3-goal lead over St. John's Prep. There's Josiah. He sends it back, and it looks like the puck went out of bounds off of St. John's. So the faceoff is going to come outside the Arlington zone, all the way back into for a faceoff in the St. John's zone. A little bit peculiar there, but that's the call. All right, face-off taken by number 9, Brendan Piggott. He's got Brendan Jones on his left. Tyler Callahan back on the blue line for Arlington, and he's out there with Ryan Davies. Face-off taken by number 4 for St. John's, Nick Townsend. Oh, they're calling it back. So these refs, that's the right call here. It's going to be a face-off outside the Arlington zone. It's taken by number 4, Nick Townsend. Townsend on the power play has got Zach McKennelly with him. And number 5, Cam Russo. Gilligan back there for St. John's on the power play with Josiah Brown. It goes back to Josiah. Josiah sends it back in. And there's a shot, but Brennan saw it the whole way. As it was a shot by McKennelly, but it looks like, Alex, that Nate Brennan is really locked in there, focused between the pipes tonight. They're going to have to work hard to beat him. And here comes number 7, Declan Dolan. He's a Dolan Eagle, fan favorite, getting some time on the penalty kill. And Leosa taps Brennan on the pad because Brennan has been outstanding. The St. John's power play. Josiah with a shot. It goes wide of Brennan, goes behind the net. Oh, the shot's gone! Oh, beautiful shot by number 19! Ned Malalepsy. And Malalepsy with a wicked play. As he took it behind the net, he faked the pass out to the point. And the St. John's boys are now feeling a little bit of momentum. 7 minutes, 19 seconds left. And there's still man advantage as it's not a releasable penalty. Gilligan is logging some huge ice time. It's Gilligan's Island. Here comes Gilligan the other way. He's hacked at by Piendez. It goes back to Dolan. Dolan tries to clear it and does. All right, so it's taken back behind by Josiah Brown. Brown shoots it in. Dolan back to get it. Dolan fights for it. He tries to whistle it out. He can't get it out. Kept in by Gilligan. Dolan finally whistles it out, and it trickles all the way back to Noah Dorsey-Serafman, the senior goalkeeper. It's a 3-1 game now, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the second period, and St. John's with a little bit of momentum. They have carried the play. There's a nice hit by Malatesta. Malatesta with a physical play, enabling Arlington to shoot the puck back in. Piendez on the forecheck, and St. John's looking to gather up some Malalepsi. Oh, Brennan as it trickled out in front of the net, and St. John's still on the power play, a non-releasable power play. The Arlington boys better be careful here. Brennan with a save, kept in by McKennelly. McKennelly sends it back to Josiah Brown, and Arlington better get that puck out of the net as Dolan tries to clear it, and Piendez does, but it's taken by Cami Russo. Russo is slowed down, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Arlington, and St. John's with a chance at a 2-man advantage. And it looks like one of the refs are down. Looks like one of the referees took a little bit of hit there, Alexi. All right, so look at this. Oh no, it's not a penalty on Arlington. It's going to be Arlington with 4 men on the ice. Missouri is freed from the cage, and let's see what young Anthony can do after having spent some time tonight in the penalty box. Davies shoots it around, and it trickles out. Jones out to forecheck for Arlington, taken behind the net by number 16, Evan Moore. Evans had a good game tonight. And here comes Moore with a head of steam. He's hunted down by Jones and also Callahan. Callahan pins him against the boards. Puck goes back to number 6, Jackie Riley. Riley sends it in behind the net. St. John's looks to organize here on the power play. Back on the at the point is Gilligan. Gilligan patient with the puck. He sends it over to, chance there! And the puck goes deflected out of bounds. Another chance there for St. John's. Second period has been all St. John's, ladies and gentlemen. They've got a man advantage. They've had the zone the whole period pretty much. I don't think Arlington's had any shots on young Noah Dorsey-Serafman, whereas Nady Brennan has been working hard here in the second period. It's been a shooting gallery for the St. John's Eagles, St. John's Prep. And so there is some excitement as we're under 5 minutes left in the period. Callahan tries to flick it out. He can't. Great play by Gilligan, the senior captain. Gilligan's Island has been outstanding tonight. And St. John's settles it down. It goes back to Gilligan. Gilligan patiently sends it in. And there's a 1-2 shot wide, and the St. John's boys showing their stuff with a beautiful power play possession. Jackie Riley sends it over to Gilligan with a shot. It's blocked by Missouri. And here comes a one-on-one with Jones. Jones whistles it in high, and it trickles out of bounds. I think it was deflected. So the faceoff should stay in the St. John's zone. Missouri number 93 out there with Jones, and Johnny Hockey thinks about a change here on the line. He's got Callahan number 15 out there. He elects to go with Johnny Horican number 19 and number 9 Brendan Piggott on the faceoff. Arlington a man down, faceoff in the St. John's zone, and it's been furious action in the second period. It's been all St. John's, but there's a steal, beautiful steal, and Piggott just dumps it in as Arlington's still a man down. 19 seconds left in the Arlington penalty. St. John's did capitalize for 1 goal on the non-releasable. They send it up ice, pass across or attempted across by number 5, Cami Russo, and Arlington with a nice pass. Here comes Horican. Horican stops. Horican shoots. Save! As Noah Dorsey-Serafman saw it the whole way. The shot didn't have a lot of steam. Sophia Dolan in the house. She's a Dolan Eagle. That shot could not have broken through a stick of butter on a summer afternoon. He didn't get a lot on it. But Noah saw it the whole way, and nice save by Noah. Noah has come into his own in the second period. And we're down with 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the second period. The St. John's Prep have redeemed this. There's a shot, another save. That's another save by Dorsey Serofman as he's come alive in the second period. And now both teams at even strength, and they call off the icing. Oh, tremendous forecheck. Oh, what a play. Look at this kid fly. Missouri back the other way, and he's taken down. Missouri in a little bit of a tussle over there with number 18, Andrew Cole. And it looks like the faceoff is going to come outside the Arlington zone. All right, 3 minutes, 18 seconds left in the second period. And it's been a great second period for St. John's Prep. They did get one goal. They'd love to get one more to make this a contest going into the third. Reedy Malatesta tries to kick it in, but he whiffs. It's taken back the other way. And a backhand shot by number 11, Ryan Webb. Webb has come alive in the second period as he has been a flying Hawaiian. All right, Arlington changes up their blue liners. It's Callahan back out there with Ryan Davies. Reedy Malatesta, number 2, stays out there at forward for Arlington. He's out there with number 20, Matt Alessi, and of course number 18, Leo the Lion. Leo getting ready for lacrosse season. He's also a tremendous lacrosse player. Nice glove save by Brennan. Flicked behind the net, and it's taken by Callahan. Callahan shoots it into the neutral zone. Over to get it is Alessi. Nice hustle by Piandez. And Alessi takes it behind the net. Alessi out in front. Oh, but it goes a little bit too far, and it's not going to be an icing call. Back to get it is Davies. Look at the forecheck. Tremendous wheels by number 4, Nick Townsend. Townsend's had a heck of a game himself. Puck goes across. And the St. John's boys looking to reorganize here. Andrew Cole sent it in. It's taken by Piandez. Oh, a nice hit. A beautiful hit by number 22 as he stood up Piandez. That was Ryan Bradley. Great hit by Bradley on Piandez. And the puck goes in front, but smothered by Nady Brennan. So Bradley stood up Piandez over by the St. John's bench, and but Piandez shook it off. 2 minutes left in the second period. It's been all St. John's in the second period, although Arlington did have a couple shots, a couple of testers on young Noah Dorsey Serofman. All right, puck whistled around by Dolan. It goes back. It's kept in, of course, by Gilligan. Gilligan has been the star tonight, or one of them anyway, for both teams. Fighting for it hard in the corner is number 24, Cole Lapalato. And it's taken by Josh. Jones tries to take it. Finally, Dominic Leosa takes it. Dominic whistles it off the boards. And Arlington is trying to survive this period as Zach McKennelly fights for it in the corner for St. John's. The puck stays into the Arlington zone. Dolan looks to flick it out to Jones. Jones can't get it out, but it does trickle out. Taken by number 24, Lapalito. And the puck goes to center. It goes to the neutral zone where it's flicked in. Just about a minute left in the period. Oh, there's a nice, well, let's see now. Horican tried to put a hit on the St. John's boy, but he got the worst of the collision. And here comes Gilligan the other way. What a pass by Gilligan! But back to help is Callahan. Tyler Callahan. A great play by Tyler. Less than a minute left in the first period. Has a great job getting back by Tyler Callahan. And Lori and Brian Callahan, the proud parents, are beaming at young Tyler's Jets. All right, 52 seconds left in the period. And it's been tremendous action in the second period. Arlington has been under siege. Back to get it is Callahan. Callahan sends it over to Michael Dunning. Dunning sends it across to Jones. Jonesy takes a shot, but he shot it wide. kept in nicely by Callahan, as Tyler made a nice play. And Arlington now, no icing. Half a minute left in the period. No, nice forecheck by number 15, Matty Taylor. Taylor with some jets. Here comes Missouri. Missouri's got some wheels. He takes a shot, no problem for Noah. And buzzing the net on the rebound was Jones. And good defense by number 6, Jack Riley, as he kept Jones away from the rebound. All right, 18 seconds left in the second period. We've seen some tremendous action here at the Nancy Kerrigan Arena in Stoneham, Massachusetts. Face-off taken by Brendan Piggott. He's out there with number 19, John Horican. Horican earning his Buffalo Chicken tonight. Length of the ice is Josiah Brown. They better put a body on Josiah. He sends it across, but nothing doing there for St. John's. Santagati hacking away over there, and good pressure down low by number 7, Jack Gilligan. Gilligan's been outstanding, but he better get his team ready for period 3, as we're going to head into the third period with Arlington with a 3-1 lead. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster from Arlington Community Media, Inc. We will be back for third period action in a moment.
My name is Max DeLuca, and if you're interested in pursuing a career in sports media, come on down to Studio B at 892 Mass Ave in Arlington.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for third period action at the Nancy Kerrigan Arena in Stoneham, Massachusetts, as the St. John's Prep Eagles find themselves in a 2-goal deficit against the ever so tough Arlington Spy Ponders, and the Eagles are going to have to work hard and score early to get back in the contest as in order to advance to the next round. The Spy Ponders looking to lock it down in the third period. They go with their first line, Anthony Missouri at center ice, number 16, Brendan Jones on the left, and it looks like it's going to be number 84, Michael Dunning, the showboater, on the right. On the defensive, Tyler Callahan back with number 5, Ryan Davies, on the blue line for the Spy Ponders. We are underway, third period action, and a sense of urgency for the St. John's Prep Eagles. Puck goes behind the net, behind young Nate Brennan, and Jones sends it out. It's do or die here for the Eagles in the third period, and Arlington looks to skate it out. Missouri on the hunt. Missouri comes away with it. Oh, and he's tripped, but he evaded the hit. Puck goes into the St. John's corner. Fighting for it nicely is Jones, and it's tied up for a face-off in the St. John's zone. Noah Dorsey-Sorokin, number 1, the goalie for the St. John's Prep Eagles, had an excellent second period, a little shaky in the first, allowing Arlington to lead the first period with a 3-0 lead. The second period was all St. John's as they scored a goal, and Arlington spent a good portion of the second period in a man down on the penalty kill. There's number 20, Matt Alessi. He's out there on the second line with Leo Piendez. And number 2, Reed Malatesta. Arlington shoots it in. Arlington's got to gain a little bit of zone time here in the second period. St. John's sends it up. Nice give and go. Zach McKennelly had a nice second period. Oh, McKennelly takes a nice hit by Malatesta, as Malatesta put a body on McKennelly. Arlington looks to come back the other way. Evan Moore at center ice is fighting for it. Back to get it on the blue line for St. John's is number 6, Jackie Riley. Riley sends it up, and it's going to be not an icing. Deflected in, goes behind the Arlington zone. Declan Dolan back to get it. He's in a tussle with Evan Moore. There's a shot wide of Nate Brennan, and Dominic Leosa sends it out to Santagati. Santagati with a wing, but he's met quickly by number 25, Cole Lapolito. Lapolito's had a great game. Puck goes behind the net, where it's gloved by Nate Brennan. All right, face-off taken in front of the Arlington, in the Arlington zone. That's number 4, Nick Townsend. Townsend's had a heck of a game. Townsend behind the net fights for it. Kept in by Jack Gilligan. Arlington tries to clear it out. They do. They ice it the length of the ice. It's going to come back. Excuse me, for a penalty in the Arlington zone. I mean, for a face-off in the Arlington zone. All right, so let's see if young Nady Brennan can hang on here as we are in the third period action. Santagati on the left wing. Piggott at center ice. Callahan back to get it. The Arlington fans liking the physical contact. Flying is Matty Taylor, number 15 for St. John's. And it looks like Santagati tripped over the blue line there. That blue line can be slippery. Missouri tries to get it back the other way. And Dunning couldn't get it over to him. Here comes St. John's the other way, but he's pulled off sides. A little bit too much time. And that caused Nicky Townsend to cross the line. So it's going to be a face-off outside the Arlington zone. 3-1 is the score here. Arlington with the lead. Taken behind the net. And it goes outside the Arlington zone, dumped back in, and St. John's going to have to clear the zone. We are underway in the third period from the Nancy Kerrigan Arena in Stoneham, Massachusetts. It's a Super 8 battle between the St. John's Eagles and the Arlington Spy Ponders. Dunning goes behind the net. Whistle the cross. And Missouri almost chipped in a loose puck in front of the net. Callahan with a shot, screen shot, couldn't get through. Jones tried to send it in front. Great defensive effort there by number 20, Will Perry. Perry's been a monster. The Arlington fans are on their feet. They can smell a victory here. Leosa goes back to the left defense with Dolan on his right. Reed Malatesta on the right wing. Leo Piendes is going to take the face-off, and of course, young Matalesi on the left has had a tremendous game tonight as well. Piendes with a tricky play. And he tries to backhand it in front, but it's smothered by Noah Dorsey. Rothman. Noah has really settled down after that first period. And there's a shot by Malatesta, but a nice save by Dorsey. Third period action from the Nancy Kerrigan Arena. And that's going to come back for a face-off in the St. John zone. Icing call. 11 minutes left in the third period, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a fabulous hockey game. Here in Stoneham, Massachusetts, Super 8 high school battle. Malatesta tries to flick it in. It goes over the head of Dorsey Serafin. Kept in again by Malatesta. Dolan back together. He dumps it in. It's no icing. Arlington boys on the nice forechecking by Arlington. One man to beat, and it's Dolan. Dolan plays the body nicely, or tries to play the body nicely. Oh, nice hit by Dolan as he pinned Evan Moore against the glass. And St. John's now looking a little bit fatigued, frankly. Played out in front. Oh, another set! And The temperature's flaring a little bit in front of Nate Brennan. We are coming down to the 10-minute mark in the third period. Arlington with a 3-1 lead. And St. John's has got to get on the board here to get back into the ball game. Of course, Arlington, if they get the next goal, it's going to be a good situation as they'll look to lock it down in the central zone. There's a nice block by Horican. And the St. John's boy, here comes Horican back the other way. He's got Sanagati. He's got two men to beat, but he keeps going, and he's double buried. The St. John's boys are physical today, and they're really hungry in this third period. Coming back the other way is number 18, Andrew Cole. He dumps it in. Chasing after it is number 15, Matty Taylor. Taylor takes a hit from Piggott and whistled across the boards. The St. John's boys are leaving nothing on the ice tonight. And there's Callahan with a hit on number 20, Will Perry. Sanagati, tries to clear it up, but he can't. Puck goes in on Brennan, but Brennan grabs it. And the Arlington fans are looking very pleased with what they see. All right, face-off in front of young Nate Brennan. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third period. Arlington with a 3-1 goal lead in this Super 8 quarterfinal. And Missouri on the chase. Puck goes back, and it's taken and covered up by Noah Dorsey-Serafman. So the face-off will be in front of Dorsey-Serafman. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan Nyberg in the house. And shot whistled in. Oh, he couldn't get it. And Noah couldn't smother it. And it caused a penalty. Two men from Arlington down. And here comes a 3-on-3 break the other way as Dolan. And there's gonna, no, they did get it. The ref saw it. There's a penalty on number 11. To number 11. Ryan Webb took a penalty, and it looks like Brendan Jones, number 16, is going to go to the sin bin. So a chance here for St. John's to get back in the contest with a goal here. All right, so face-off in the Arlington zone. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third period. And Arlington finds themselves man down. Piggott gets tossed out of the face-off. So Cam Russo takes the face-off. It's won by Arlington, goes behind the net. So Jones with a penalty. And puck is broken up and shot out, but yes, it's cleared out by number 5, Ryan Davies. And it goes behind the net to Jackie Riley. Riley starts it out. On the forecheck is Piggott. He's out there with Jones and number 19, John Horican, and Tyler Callahan. Puck played across patiently by St. John's. They got a nice power play, the St. John's team. It's broken up, and Brennan tries to clear it out, but he can't. And Jack Gilligan takes it. Gilligan with a shot. He shot it wide. Goes behind the net to number 16, Evan Moore. Moore keeps it in. He sends it up to the point to Jackie Riley. Back to Moore. Plays across, but he whiffed on it. And a chance there for Zach McKennelly, but McKennelly fanned on the shot, and Brennan was able to smother it. All right, Arlington changes it up on the kill. Reed Malatesta goes out there, number 2. with 93, Anthony Missouri, number 7, Declan Dolan, and of course number 8, Dominic Leosa. Bella Leosa, the proud sister of Dominic, is in New Zealand for the semester abroad, and she's probably streaming the game over there with the rest of the Kiwis. The interest in the Super 8 in New Zealand is tremendous. There's a shot out and hit the post, and again, no goal! The ref called it off. It was a no goal as the whistle had blown. It's going to be a face-off in the Arlington zone. And the St. John's boys didn't like it. The St. John's boys did not like it one bit. But those are the breaks. All right, Arlington with a 3-1 lead here in the third period, and they are, look at Reed Malatesta on the hunt, and young Reedy, and a nice hit by Reed. Oh, the proud parents, Gregory Malatesta and the lovely Jen Goodwin, are very proud of young Reedy on that. And there's Reed with a big hit. Oh, Reed Malatesta coming alive in the third period as he put a body on Jack Gilligan. And but St. John's on the power play, and Missouri shoots it out the length of the ice. And here we go. We're down under 7 minutes left. As oh, great play! Well, there's a penalty to St. John's. It's going to be number 19, a hooking call on Ned Malalepsy. So Malalepsy. Oh no! It's an Arlington penalty. It's number 19 on Arlington. John Horkin going to the sin bin, and Arlington will be down a man, 2 men for actually another 6 seconds. And then Arlington will be on another penalty kill. So tough times for the Spy Potters. There's a shot. It went high and wide. And Gilligan kept it in, though, nicely. Gilligan's been the man today. And there's a play to get cleared out by Arlington. And Arlington just looking to survive here. They got a 2-goal lead with 6.5 minutes left on the St. John's Prep Eagles. And St. John's has been flying tonight. Coast to coast. Number 6, Jack Riley. And Arlington clears it out again. Interesting, you know, Arlington late this season in the third period has had penalties. It's almost been to their advantage to just be able to shoot at the length of the ice. Gilligan, you can't give this kid too much room. And Jones playing with it behind the net, clears it out, and it's whistled out by Piendez. And we're down under 6 minutes left. St. John's with a man advantage for another minute. Chipping away at center ice. A hit from behind by Jones. Ref didn't call it, and Piendez just flips it in. Arlington looking to use the clock here a little bit with the 2-goal lead. And over to get it is Jones. Callahan trips on the slippery ice. St. John's comes away with it. It's back to Riley. Shot, save Brennan as he flicked it over to the side. Someone's lost the glove. Here comes Arlington the other way. And it's taken by Piendez. Piendez looking to use the clock a little bit. Nice play by Leo. Good shift by Leo Piendez there. Very smart, cerebral player as he ate up some clock time. And Arlington goes for the change. And it looks like both teams are now back at even strength as the puck hits the roof. And it's going to be a face-off. Thank you. It's going to be a face-off outside the Arlington zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're under 5 minutes left, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third period. And it is an up and down game. Dwight Griezmann in the house, Lisa Palillo in the house, Kate Lucian in the house. The Arlington royalty are in the house tonight. And some of the fans starting to trickle out, as your ACMi crew may have to momentarily as well, as the game got started late. And what do we do if I have to go? We just have no broadcast for the last couple of minutes? Would you? We're probably going to have to do that. We don't have any guys tonight for hockey. Huh? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here's an opportunity for the St. John's Prep Eagles with a man advantage here. But they got to pop one into the ice. Oh no, both teams at even strength. Okay, sorry about that, Alan. Both teams at even strength. And Alessi loves it, Matt Alessi. Oh, he's buried. A tremendous hit by Cole Lapolito, as Lapolito made Alessi pay. But Alessi with the steal. He comes back the other way. He shoots. Save! Dorsey Sorensen. Cal kept in beautifully by Piandes. Leo Piandes, number 18, having an outstanding period for the Spy Ponders. Santagati on the hunt. And tremendous action for the Spy Ponders.
St. John's Prep timeout. St. John's Prep penalty to number 6, Jack Riley. 2 minutes for charging. Time on the penalty, 14 minutes, 29 seconds. Riley for charging is 14.